Alright, you probably noticed in the video previous to this that I dunk it in cold blue and it came out really dark and really black. Some of it wiped off, which I knew it would. Well, I sprayed it down with brake cleaner to go ahead and get any of the oils off of it or whatever, and I figured brake cleaner would be the ultimate test on if it would take what's left off. And it took quite a bit more out of it. Of course, now it's where it doesn't come off on my hands anymore. Before, if I messed around with this thing, my hands were all black. So I think it's where it's going to be. It's ugly and it's pretty all at the same time, just depending on your perspective. I really recommend you do not follow anything I do in any of my videos on any part you see me doing. But I know people will, and I do it. I watch other people's videos and copy stuff that they do. But this is not a tutorial. Anyway, it worked and it didn't work. There'll be two groups of people, types of people about this, and I agree with both. That first group will be like, basically this was what they'll say. Oh my God, you ruined it. It's stupid. You're a moron. Why'd you do it like that? You're pathetic. Damn, you screwed that up. This is what happens when you let idiots have guns. My Lego instructor told me that's not how it's done. And the second group of people will, well, this is what they would probably say. It's beautiful. Now that's how it's done. You, sir, are the master. It's an AK. My blacksmith, he really liked what you did. He thought it was awesome. And I agree with both. It's ugly. It's beautiful. It's done correctly. It's done wrong. And all the in-betweens. So depending on what look you're going for, if you want a pristine one, you want to do something, don't do this. If you're going for the rough patinaed look, that barrel just looks really kind of poor. The receiver, But if you're going for a more worn patinaed look, this will work for you. I have two sheet metal receiver guns, an RPK, and my son built an Romanian MD63. And both of those, my son's MD63 is built off of a Recreator blank, which is real slick. He tumbles the receivers or something like that. They're perfect candidates for bluing. And we dunked that one in cold blue, just like you saw me do this, but didn't have the barrel on it. It was just the receiver, so I could put it in a smaller container to get more coverage. But I also did a Childers RPK receiver for an M70 or M72 that I have, that I did the same way, just the receiver. It was smooth finish. It wasn't parkerized like the other Childers receivers I'd gotten. So it was like, this was perfect. The kit's blued, so I'll blue this. And both of them guns are holding up just fine. They never bled off or anything. This one is bled off, so I didn't prep it good. This side here, you see me clean it. I didn't clean this. I don't remember cleaning this side. I don't think I cleaned anything else. I just started dunking it in there. I got ahead of myself. Anyway, I'll just show you those other two guns right quick. All right, here's the two AKM sheet metal receivers I was talking about. The RPK and the MD63. This one's my son's rifle. This is his very first rifle he ever built. And used a recreator, which was polished, so it was like, that's perfect for bluing. Plus the parts were blued anyway. Same with this M72 Yugo here. You know, it's originally blued, and the Childers receiver I got was actually a good candidate for bluing. And if I can bring these up here without it getting out of focus too much. This was blued a long time ago. It's been used, it's been handled, but the bluing matches the kit and works great. Same with my sons. We just did this one a couple of months ago, or a month ago, or whatever it was. I don't know how long it's been. He needs to go shoot it. Front sight's not pinned or anything drilled or pinned yet, because he hasn't shot it to verify that everything's going to work where he wants it. He's busy working, and so am I. But anyway, this one is a recreator receiver, and as you can see, the bluing on it works great. And it doesn't wipe off or come off or nothing. So it worked and it didn't work. Just depends on your perspective, I guess. Well, I was about to get ready to start putting this on. Of course, I've got to do the notch for the handguard retainer. But I was noticing something. They have a nifty little sling loop here that goes on with the gas block and gives you your sling attachment point. Problem is, hello? Hello?
Close the door.
There's no sling attachment. So, I looked at some pictures. Good old internet. Apparently, there should be a slot back here. I'm assuming this is actually a 1958. I got 1960 on there because I purchased it as a 1960 kit, but come to find out, I found one on Apex. They were selling one and the kit was, I think, 60 something numbers lower or higher than this. I think it was lower than this one, and it was a 1950. But anyway, yes, it's going to bother me, but it is, whatever. But anyway, I think there's supposed to be a slot back here, and like with RPKs and stuff or whatever, that should be a sling loop down in here, but there's not one. It didn't come with my parts kit, so I gotta hunt me down one of those. I actually do not have a spare, so I've got to find one of those. Of course, it's not something I got to do immediately. It just has to be done now. Eventually, I'll just have to set it up, cut a slot in here, and then stick that in there. But that's going to be part of my holdup right now. I was trying to. So I don't have to do that. I can go ahead and do some of the other stuff. But I'll go ahead and start doing this and rivet it on and everything. The lower tang and handguard, the pistol grip nut. But I need to get the notch cut for the handguard, and then we can set up to drill or hole for the gas port. So all that to be next. And eventually I'll get, I don't know if I'll wait. It depends if I can find one pretty quick. If not, well then that'll just be something may not be done in these video series. Remember, these are not tutorials. Don't mimic anything you see me do. Well, it's time to do the gas block and gas tube and everything, but I need to put the handguard retainer notch in it. You can see I've got two of them here. This is one with the kit. This is one I got a while back. It does not have a locking lever in it, which actually is a good thing for what I'm about to do. I'm going to use that with this in place to tell me, take this off the box. Guess I could have done that before I started the video. Go. Anywho, this will go on there and show me where I need to put my notch. So that's great. Here goes the motorcycle. So, need to make good sure it's bumped up against there real good. So you can do that. I've seen people do a similar thing with a gas block that they have cut in half. And they can just put that on there, and then they have a hole drilled right where the hole is, and that tells them right where to put the drill bit. I've seen people do that too. I haven't got around to doing that. My little trick that I use works pretty good. So, let's get all this set up. Put that notch in there.